Welcome to the All 22. My name is Dr. Footballhead, former PFF analyst and current degenerate gambler. Today we are going to be breaking down Jayden Daniels' breakout performance on Monday Night Football for the world to see. As you can see here, the people at PFF that don't really know what they're doing have him graded as the highest quarterback for the week, which makes sense in this scenario. And here we have Next Gen Stats showing his spray chart: 21 to 23 for 254, 2 touchdowns, no ints, and he's sprinkled in 40 rushing yards. And that kneel down at the end, if you're a gambling person, actually kept us under and won a couple props for me. All right, so we're going to jump into that first thing you see on the spray chart, that long bomb here to Terry. So this is basically to seal the game up. The Bengals look like they're going to all out blitz, zero blitz, where you have, let's see if the telestrator works. We've got man, man, and man on Terry, and then you've got everybody blitzing. But what actually happens is it's a little bit of a trap. They pull these two linebackers out after they initially go in, which is sort of strange because they don't have anyone else on a route. So these two linebackers do nothing on this play. Watch them back out right here. See? These guys are just in no man's land doing nothing. So anyway, let's clear that, play it out. Jayden sees that he's got one-on-one everywhere. It's a double move with Terry. They're sitting on the sticks. He doesn't go there. He launches it deep, and McLaurin makes an insane catch. Just a really awesome grab, but it's a beautiful ball from Jayden. Let's go ahead and take a look at. We've got next gen stats over here, but what I want you to focus on is my guy right here, Jayden Daniels. He knows this is a free rusher off to the right. He knows he's going to take a monster hit here. And let's see. There we go. Boom! He gets annihilated, but he gets the ball off. And I mean, he just drops it in a bucket for Terry. Just an awesome play. So now if you wanted to just sort of time it up, it says on this next gen stats, this 27-yard pass touchdown to Scary Terry had a probability of 10.3%, the most improbable TD of the season. Now, once again, the nerds who have never played football don't know what they're talking about. The idea that this is the most improbable completions since 2016 for the Commanders is sort of insane. It's actually very probable. It's a zero blitz. If the blitz doesn't get there, Terry McLaurin's in one-on-one coverage. So it's very probable that he's got a good chance to catch this ball. And then not to mention, like I said, there were two linebackers on this play that did nothing. Neither blitzed nor were they available in any sort of coverage that would have helped this play. So great catch, great throw. I would say maybe it's 20% probability that works. All right. Moving on to the next best throw of the night. This was also to Scary Terry, former Buckeye. Play action. And this is, okay, so the Bengals, once again, are kind of, I'm not exactly sure what they're doing. They've got two over top on this side. They've got two over top on this side. And then they've got the middle of the field covered. So how this safety lets McLaurin get behind him makes no sense. He just takes a bad angle or doesn't understand that Daniels has a absolute piss missile cannon attached to his shoulder, and he just bombs it. And Terry once again makes a nice grab. Would have been nice to see a touchdown there. Here's from the end zone angle. But the offensive line does a good job. It's only a four-man front, and Jayden just rips it. I mean, he has absolutely no pressure. Like, he's standing in a perfectly clean pocket, gets to step into it, and just rips it. I mean, this is almost more an indictment on the Bengals defense here than anything. And like, when we go back to that other angle, like, there's the DB, there's the safety. And then when Terry hits the turbo button, like, he's just gone. What was that safety doing? Crazy. So nice ball, and we'll watch it one more time from this angle because it was a pretty thing to see if you're a Commanders fan, or if you just don't like the Bengals. It's nice to see. There you go. All right. So this is just a little like extended drag. Once again, his line keeps him in a nice clean pocket. He doesn't panic. He stays. He steps up a little bit and just fires one over to not Christian McCaffrey. And we almost got another touchdown there. So, I mean, he could have, both that one and the previous play, I mean, he could have thrown for 4 touchdowns. Brian Robinson ended up getting a 1-yard touchdown. I think there was another run. Eckler might have got one. Let's see what this play is. So this is just the other angle. So let's see what the Bengals are doing here. So the Bengals look like they're in a man. You've got here, here, here. So Jayden Daniels probably saw this and said, okay, drag's a man beater. I just have to hold off long enough to let him clear the linebacker. He clears the linebacker. The linebacker's turned around, so he knows he can throw this safely. Boom. He gets a nice block there, or the DB just gets confused. And down to the 1. This was just, I just wanted to highlight something with young quarterbacks. I mean, I saw this with Ben Roethlisberger where he had a good tight end. You saw this with like Romo where they had a nice solid tight end. I think young quarterbacks, when they have a veteran tight end that knows how to sit down and find the soft spots, obviously Kelsey and Mahomes, like it helps the development of a young quarterback so much. So they have Zach Ertz, who I didn't even know was still in the league. But he had a nice connection with him this game. I think he threw him maybe five balls. But yeah, I mean, if you've got a nice, reliable, big body receiver that can find the soft spots, and when plays break down, you kind of know where he's at, and that's where you want to go, your little safety blanket. It really helps the development of a young quarterback, and we saw that a lot down the stretch here. This play, I just wanted to highlight. This is before Austin Eckler got hurt. You'll probably never see Austin Eckler again. Just to highlight that some young quarterbacks don't have a lot of touch and can't get the ball out of their hands quickly or have a goofy throwing motion. But here he has no problem zipping the screen out to Eckler, and Eckler scoots through some blocks and has a nice, 20-something yard pickup. But like I said, some young quarterbacks have trouble with touch. Jayden Daniels seems to have that. Long ball touch, intermediate routes, it all looked really good today. Now, once again, this is the Bengals defense, who are 0-3, lost to the Patriots. So, I'm sure there'll be some regressions against defenses that really put pressure on the quarterback, and we'll get to see what he looks like under pressure. I did want to highlight him running around a little bit. He did take a couple big hits that he probably didn't need to take, but here he stays in the pocket, doesn't see anything, takes off, and man, right here, so let's watch this again. So hangs in the pocket, doesn't see anything down the field, takes off. Now you've got one guy to beat right here. And I think he kind of chose to take the safer route and go towards the sideline as opposed to breaking in. But man, he still almost gets the corner on this guy. And this guy just barely gets a paw on him. And I lost it there. So here it is again. Sorry. So yeah, takes off one guy, and if he gets by that guy, it's another 20 yards. All right, this was the most fun play of the game. Fat guy touchdown, but let's see it from the end zone. Play action, tackle eligible. Look at this big man start dancing. Beautiful. But something to notice here. So the Bengals are getting a late man on here. So they were in trouble from the beginning on this play. But Jayden Daniels still has to. He's got two free guys in his face. And there's quarterbacks that don't make this play, that get this ball batted down. He does a little bit of a jump and lofts it over with touch, and still takes a decent little hit here. No, it doesn't take a hit, but if you would have touched Tom Brady like that, that's a penalty. Sorry. All right. So anyway, Jayden Daniels. Here's the stat line. Here's the PFF again. Really good game. Like I said, the Bengals stink. So you'll probably see some regression when you get some pressure against, Parsons. Those games are going to be probably a lot different, but really, really nice to see the deep ball, the touch, and the decision making when it came to running. So it was fun to watch, and another young, exciting quarterback that should have been the number one overall pick. And the Bears are probably kicking themselves because Caleb Williams looks like a bum. All right, on to the next one.